Hi everybody, welcome back. Sid, feed the beast. We've got a bit of an emergency on our hand. I only spotted this, let me just pop my jet back on a second. Oops. Oh, the other day. Yep, the volcano ran out. So, instead of my original plan, which was to go through and build the multi-farm and get the combustion engines into the power facility, we're going to go and find a new source of lava. Now, well, we've got 102 buckets of fuel, lots of oil, so the first thing we're going to have to do is borrow these tesseracts. That's one, and I'm going to grab this tesseract. Actually, I'm not sure whether that is empty or not. We'll just turn those off. So that's my two tesseracts. Now the other thing I want is the pump from the volcano. And then we can execute my master plan for world domination. I mean, get pretty much infinite lava. It's not infinite, but it's going to be pretty much almost inexhaustible. Oop. And that, and that, and some of that. Tidy the rest up later. So, where am I going to get almost infinite lava, I hear you ask? Well, there's one source of lava where there's plenty of it, and that is everybody's favourite, the Nether. So, the first thing we need to do is place our tesseract at this end. Where are we there? So, pop that down. Let's create a new one on 669 called lava pump. Set it. We'll go and change the access on that and set that to receive only and add that one in there. Oops. So with a bit of luck, yep, that's held. So then we can just stick our pipe in. So that's the first bit done and piped in. So with that done, I've got the pump, got some pipe, got tesseracts, got levers. I won't have to come back from the Nether just to go and pick up the lever we forgot, which is my usual trick. The other thing I built is a quarry. I had a couple of choices for how to do this. Come on. One was to go with a world anchor in the Nether. The benefits are it's actually cheaper. So obviously it only costs 2 diamonds to build rather than the 11 it takes to build a quarry. But obviously I need to keep it fueled in ender pearls, which means repeat trips backwards and forwards. The other option is the one I've gone with, which is the quarry. And the quarry we can... Right, let me just get myself into hover mode. Quarry, which allows us to, first things first, go in and build a fairly simple... What's the word I'm looking for? A fairly simple layout. Secondly, we can actually world anchor a whole load more chunks, and we don't need to power it, so that's the one we've gone with. So we need to mark out a square 64 by 64, which we'll do like this. Keep my jetpack on, that way if I do get gastified, I can at least fly up and deal with a little bugger, and also avoid falling into this rather warm bath here. Better that than burning to death, I'm sure. Okay, so halfway there almost. Hey, where is he? Come here, you bugger. And that's exactly what I was expecting to happen. Alright. Doesn't matter how good your armour is or what technology you've got with you, there's still that heart-stopping moment where you think you're going to just go and dunk yourself in a big vat of lava. Okay, so 64 out almost here. This is going to make a complete mess of the lava lake here, but who cares? It should keep us in lava for our geothermal generators for as long as I can imagine we'll need it. Okay, and then this way. Another one about somewhere. So when we get to 32, I just want to mark the middle. Doesn't have to be exactly central, but we're going to build this in so it gives us the maximum lava for the investment. Oh. Okay, 33, 32, let's just mark that, that's where I want to branch off to get the middle point. And it also means that this should be exactly 64 long as well, which, pardon me, will mean that when I put my markers in, they're not going to vanish or anything, or have the wrong settings. Oh, this would be nerve-wracking, this. Like that. Where's he gone? Not work. Come back. How do they expect you to work under these circumstances? It's not on. Okay, let's just get back down here and finish this off. Sooner I'm done with this, the happier I'll be. So, here we go. 1, 2, and 1. So then, we need the markers. And we need one there. Plenty of energy in there. And one down here. And then when we place my quarry, we should get a nice message to say it's keeping 25 chunks loaded. Let's just go back and see if we can reclaim any of these markers. There's one. And oh, we've got them all back this time, that makes a change. And then we want to go to the middle to build our platform for the pump and the tesseract. So once we've done that, I think I'll be able to more or less forget about lava supplies. That should be them covered, certainly for the foreseeable future. And if they do ever run out, it's simply a matter of move the quarry into the lava, and we'll have another source. Almost there. One more. And then we want to do the usual platformy thing. Pump. Redstone engine. Switches, or levers I should say. Wooden transport pipe. Tesseract. $605. No, what was it? $669, wasn't it? Why is that not set? Right. It needs to be owner only, send only, 669, lava pump, set. So, if that's all set correctly, which it appears to be, we can head off out of here. Back to the old Fort Hades, and we'll get the hell out of the nether and go and check what we're doing at the other end. Well, that could have been a damn sight more painful than it was, so I suppose I ought to consider myself lucky there. Now we'll just go and have a quick sleep at this side. And then we can go and have a look at the old lava tanks, see what they're doing. So we can keep that chunk loaded using this world anchor, so that's not a problem. And obviously while I'm online it's always going to be filling up anyway. So let's have a look. Yep, it's going up. That's all working. It's set. It's obviously going up, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Just taking a while to come through. But yeah, so that's the lava situation sorted. Right, so let's try and do a little bit of what I intended to do on this episode. I've probably been going for about 15 minutes or so far. Yeah, so the first thing, we built the combustion engines, and I started putting the components together to build, oh, that's the Hill, the quarry, isn't it? To build the energy cell, redstone energy cells and redstone conduits. And here's some I built earlier. Got the electrum ingots, which is gold and silver smelted in the furnace. Hardened glass we've done before. I want some redstone alloy, which is why I've built this alloy furnace to make that, just to give me some wires. Stone wafers to build some circuit stuff. So the first things we'll do is we'll get this redstone energy cell put together. I've also smelted a whole load of redstone, so that was smelted in advance, about a stack I think it was. So we'll go and we'll build this up. And the sooner I can get this going and get the energy conduits and some energy tesseracts going, the sooner I can actually start to address my diminishing diamond situation. So that goes in there, flick it on, and you can see there we've got about 1.4 buckets, is it? Anyway, we've got 1400 millibuckets. Yes, 1.4 buckets of molten redstone. So as soon as this gets powered up, we should see this start to run across there. Leave that doing, and the other thing I want to make is these energy conduits. Now, I made enough to make absolutely crap loads, but for this I'm going to just make semi-crap loads. 56 will be more than adequate, so that's filling. I'm not entirely sure how much of this redstone I'm going to have, or whether I'm going to have enough. It's the first time I've ever used one of these. So, yeah, let's just go and dump that off while we're in here. Of course we don't need that. So almost there. Not the fastest machine in the world, but there you go. Oh, that used an awful lot, didn't it? That's full anyway. Let's stick that in and just see how many I think we'll get. About 8 off of that. I'm going to need to melt some more redstone. Don't need a lot for what we're doing here, but once I get my energy tesseracts working, then yeah, we're going to need more. Okay, so we've got our energy cell. We've got 12 of those, which is not too bad. Not brilliant, but not too bad. Combustion engines are ready. So I think there's going to be a bit of preparation, because we're going to need to see. We are going to need to... how's that doing? Oh, that's going up at a fair old rate of knots, so I'll clear all that out later. I'm going to need to make new tesseracts for the oil. That is going up steadily. We're going to need some stone transport pipes and wooden transport pipes to bring the fuel down, and golden waterproof pipes to bring this down. Golden just ensures that the water will flow fast enough so the engines don't overheat. They're off, that's why, so there's nothing being processed there. We'll sort that out. Then we're going to have combustion engines here and here-ish. Now my plan is to try and build a timer to turn them on and off. I'm still not 100% convinced that they're going to stay cool enough, even with the big tank of water and golden pipe. So what I'm intended to try and do is build a circuit which will turn them off and on, say roughly once every 10 minutes, so they never get enough time to actually build up the heat to explode. Right, well, I think that's probably enough for now. I'll go and do some more prep, get the rest of these conduits wherever they've gone. Oh, they left them in the machine. The rest of these conduits filled with some redstone, and yeah, we'll come back and tackle this particular problem. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.